Hey guys, welcome back. This is DestructoKitty here, and we are playing more Stanley Parable. Ooh. So we're back at the office. I've done quite a few endings.
Gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
So I'm gonna see what else I can do as far as endings go, because I hear there's a lot. There's one that I don't want to do because it takes a long time, because I've spent 4 hours playing the Save the Baby game.
To a set of 2 open doors,
and I'm like,
entered the door on his left.
I don't know if I can do that without losing my mind.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I know, I'm always going the wrong way. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna see what other things we can do.
Following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Goodbye, Curl World, goodbye!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good
no one
job,
can tell
Stanley.
me what to do.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I know. Ooh, wait. What happened to the office? That's weird.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Who else's office would it be? But it's a mess. Still no one's here. I wonder how much this changes. Oh, well, not very much.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I get fired a lot.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about
so I've never gone the whole way, so I'm going to see if I can do that, even though I'm really tempted to jump.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Ooh, who's her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself.
Love.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Oh, I'll let her back into my life. And then some. Oh.
That's her, Stanley.
Okay, okay. I'm picking up, going to my lady. Oh. My house number is the exact same number for my work number.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Okay.
All right. Okay, there we go.
Yay,
right,
bread.
Now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
I'd still totally marry a mannequin.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
You're just messing with me, right? Hey, baby. How's it going?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Ooh, I'm dead. Good morning, boring 427.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Please plus 6. I can't speak.
There, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I have no choice.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Press 1.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, well, everybody dreams of paradise. Oh, press feed and watch TV.
He began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, He stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Press F to spend time with the boys. If it was that easy.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Press P to prepare dinner.
As he
What, my
wandered through
mannequin
this
wife
fantasy
doesn't do
world,
it?
he
Rude.
began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I wonder if this is what the writer of the game
It
was
was
doing.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head,
Do I
he
have
relived
mannequin
it
kids
again,
too?
and then
Nice.
again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Maybe this is like the Matrix. Press M to tell your wife you love her. I love you, wife,
But there is
even if
no
you're a
answer.
mannequin.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Press P to go to
And I'm
sleep.
trying to tell him this. That in this world, he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do
Okay, I
not
won't.
do it.
I won't. I won't. Oh, dang it.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Maybe Mayor. Question nothing. I don't want to question nothing. I don't want to question nothing. I want to question everything.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe this time.
And I
Please
tried
die.
again, and Stanley
Well,
pushed
I
a
did
button.
kill myself in the
And I
last
tried
playthrough.
again, and Stanley
So-
pushed a button. And I
Okay, we're back. So I'm wondering what else I can do with the phone.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I think I saw
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Call
we've
Me
gotten off on the
Kevin
wrong foot
unplug
here.
the phone.
I'm not your
So
enemy, really
maybe
I'm
I'll
not.
do as
I
Kevin
realize
does
that
and
investing your trust in
unplug
someone
the
else
phone
can
and
be
see what
difficult,
happens.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've
your
forgotten.
mannequin wife.
Please,
She's
stop
so
trying to
used
make every
and
decision
abused.
by yourself.
She wears too much
I'm not
clothes.
asking for me. I'm asking
She
for
just
her.
into too much clothes in mannequin stores, and it's very uncomfortable.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into
Let
your
her back
life.
into my life.
She's been
Of
waiting.
all the ladies I want back in my life, a mannequin is not one of them.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Oh,
to reach out to
there's
her.
the cord.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Let me try standing around, see what happens.
White light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance.
So
but
nothing
with
was
hope.
happening, so I'm
Hope
just
for
like,
a
oh, I'll
life
just unplug it.
reunited one. Wait.
Haha.
Oh goodness, Stanley, did you just unplug
No,
the
I
phone?
didn't.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do
I
that?
just did. I grabbed
You
it
actually
and pulled the
chose incorrectly.
plug out of the wall.
I didn't even know
Yeah.
that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're
Yeah,
not
could you
Stanley.
tell with all my
You're a
dumbass
real
mistakes I make? Of course I'm human.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long.
know.
If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you
What?
properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe.
It's been a while
this
since I've
helpful
been in
instructional
college, but I
video.
guess if you need to. Oh.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, it can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If
What?
you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
My goodness, is it 4:30? I was supposed to be back for something
Excellent.
involving
Making
crack
choices
and
on a regular
smack.
basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices
Only
per
8?
day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh, we're
welcome
breaking
back.
things now.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. Oh. Oh, how nice. They got little safety gates for me. Can I still jump?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. Oh, back here
Now
again.
remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, I'll go back to the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in
No,
the
I
other
wanna go through
direction.
this
Perhaps
one.
we're not too late.
Yeah. I want to go back. Oh, he's not going to yell at me again? Dang it, that was fun. So it would be nice to be able to open some of these doors. That'd be kind of...
Oh, It's ruined.
I broke it
I
more.
can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work.
I like pissing him
Why?
off. It's kind of
For
fun.
what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
Allow me to destroy more things,
No, I
because
have
it's
to.
fun.
I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh. Oh, I pissed him off, and that's pretty fun. Oh. What?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Well,
It was the only
that's why
thing
they
in the
call me
world that was mine, and
DestructoKitty,
you've
because
run it
I
into the
destroy
ground.
things.
What, did you think
Most
that
of
would
the
be funny?
times.
You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be
No,
like
I don't want to be
Stanley?
like Stanley.
He actually
I
knows how
don't
to do what I tell
care.
him to. He understands that if I say
Too
to
bad.
do something, there's a damn
I'm not
good
Stanley,
reason for
get
it.
over it.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Yeah, so?
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility.
Been there, done that.
You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so
Okay,
hard.
well, I guess with that, I'm done for this episode. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you more later. Oh, yeah.